evening all, welcome to All Hail the Ale, and tonight we're back to another beer from Verdant, and the beer in question is this one. It's See the Physics Double IPA. It weighs in at 8% and it contains Amarillo hops, Equinox and Azaka hops, London Ale 3 malts, and you've got extra pale, golden promise, oats, wheat malt and flaked wheat for your wheaty goodness, just to bring it up and complete the recipe. And speaking of recipes, Verdant tell you a little bit about it. Physics is concerned with the study of the universe from the smallest to the largest scale, why it is the way it is and how it works. Such knowledge is basic to scientific progress, and the language of physics is mathematics, and all that suggests to me that you've got a lot of careful planning has gone into this beer. It's clearly been measured once, twice, multiple times to make sure you get just the right recipe. And the only way to find out if that is true is to sample the beer. So let's crack it open. Like I say, it weighs in at 8% in terms of the ABV. Let's give it a pour. Look at that. It's hazy. It's got a nice head on it. Maybe a bit too much of a head. Yeah. But that's all down to the pour. But the beer itself, let's have a look at that. That is hazy for days. A little bit of carbonation going on, like I say, a huge amount of head. As for the aromas, it smells very juicy. Very juicy indeed. Quite creamy smelling as well. I'm getting pineapple, I'm getting stone fruit, I'm getting lots of pineapple. Lots of pineapple. Let's try it. Oh yeah. Pineapple is a huge flavour in there. There's loads of it. It's got plenty of body. It's nice and chewy. But you can taste the booze. You can taste the 8%. It's not hiding it. Whether it's intending to or not is another matter. But it's bloody lovely. Like I say, there's lots of pineapple. There's a little bit of passion fruit going on. There's something I can't quite put my finger on. Might be a bit of mango as well. Anyway, all I can say is it's bloody lovely. Very nice indeed. There's plenty of body. It's not thin. It's probably maybe the upper end of medium in terms of body. It's not up to a stout level, but it's a double IPA, so I don't expect it to be kind of real cloying and thick like a stout. Wow. Now, that's some seriously good beer. To me, yeah, this is up there with the very best that Verdant offer. Now, I'm a massive fan of Maybe One More PSI. Massive fan. Massive fan of Howl. Massive fan of Neil Gets Things Done. This might just pit these all to the post as my favourite Verdant beer so far, because it's kind of thick and chewy, like I say, but not stout level thick and chewy. It's got all the juiciness of Maybe One More PSI. It's not quite got the dankness of that, but it's still very, very nice. So without further ado, that leads me to a score. In all good consciousness, I cannot score this anything less than top marks. It's hoppy. It's got juicy fruit flavours. It's got body, it doesn't hide the fact that it's an 8% beer. It's bloody marvellous is what it is. Yeah, so it goes without saying that getting top marks, it's going to be purchased again, repeatedly, time and time again, until such point that it's run out. So, that is bloody marvellous, Verdant. Bloody marvellous indeed. And I think the can doesn't shout enough about how good it is. I mean, it's a nice looking can, don't get me wrong. Look at it, it's elegant, you've got the lines dictating kind of bits of physics. It could be representing string theory, you don't know. It could be anything. And seeing as we're on the topic of physics, Hal and maybe one more PSI are right up there as the top two of my favourite Verdant beers. And we all know that two objects cannot occupy the same space at the same time. It's one of the fundamental laws of physics. This one, see the physics. This one, it deserves a spot in that top two. I'd like to say I'd sit it alongside the first one and you can have two in top spot, but it's not possible, like we've just said. It just about edges maybe one more PSI for me, because it's a little bit smoother. And it's just that little bit more lovely. So ladies and gents, boys and girls, this has been See the Physics Double IPA from the wonderful Verdant Brewing Co. I've been Nick, and I will see you again soon for another video. Bye!